What's up, guys? HD Motorsports here, bringing you another broadcast of the NNR Racing League. Tonight's the final race of the season here on NASCAR Heat 3. It's a championship 4 between CGMX Rose, the Aviator, Rowdy, and a more smoke. Without a doubt, joining me in the booth tonight, as always, is Pete. And Pete, you're talking about a four-person race for the championship? Without a doubt in my mind, it would have been those four when we started this bad boy. Who do you got tonight winning this?
I tell you what, I got to go with the guy that I've known the longest, guy that I've actually seen lose championships before. But I think tonight he's going to be really, really fast. He's going to keep the car in one piece, and that's the 42 of a more smoke.
That's a good pick right there. You know, last year, More Smoke was actually the regular season championship, and he didn't get that championship race. He didn't get that win when it counted, and Rowdy ended up winning last year. And Rowdy's actually be my pick to get it back-to-back. He had a horrible qualifying effort. Apparently, he spun out during qualifying, so he's going to have to do it from the back of the field. But we'll see that 18 up towards the front, without a doubt, before this thing is all said and done. And that's no disregard to those two young guns, the Aviator and CGMX Rose, because they have put a show on this whole year as well. It's really anybody's race.
Yeah, it's definitely anybody's race, and I spent a lot of time with CGMX Rose and the 38 of the Aviator for about an hour or so before the race started, and they were turning laps and working on tire pressures and last-second wedge adjustments, things like that. All four of them have really put a lot of time into this race because it means everything. I'm really waiting for this to get set. They've got about 20 minutes or 20 seconds left before they kick this off. But man, what a great top four to culminate the season, HD.
Yes, sir, indeed. And I tell you what, it's been a great season all in general. And when we get out here on the track, we're going to be seeing a lot of tight cars early on. But as it gets on going, you know, cars get a little loosey-goosey. It's going to get looser up, and I think it's going to be who can handle that loose condition coming off the corner. And there's the invite right there. So we're going to go ahead and accept that.
All right. Yep, send it on over. I'm waiting. You still got me, HD?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Just want to see Jose's starting second and More Smoke starting third. We got pole. Aviator starting fourth, CGMX starting first, and Rowdy is going to be starting 17th.
Wow, 17th out of 19. Yeah, we got 19 cars on the track tonight. So 3 of your championship contenders starting in the top 4, starting all the way in the back. It's going to be interesting to see how that 18 makes his way up the field tonight. That's really going to be a big point. And let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Rowdy was talking about earlier. He got a little loose coming off one of the corners and just spun the thing around. As we're loading in now for the Ford EcoBoost 200, there is that 11 of CGMX Rose out there on pole position to the outside of 43 of Jose 720. Row 2 makes up a More Smoke and at 38 of the Aviator.
Yeah, and look at the Jose 720 starting there in P2. You know, one of the heartbreaks of the season, but he's showing that, you know, he's not there by a fluke. And it looks like we're about ready to take that green flag, HD.
Yes, sir. Green flag's in here in the NNR championship race. There is one of the contenders out there, the 11 at CGMX Rose, out to the early lead. But here comes the 42 of a More Smoke down low.
Yep, 42 of a More Smoke down low. 43 of Jose 720 to the outside as they were going 3 wide off of turn 2.
Yeah, 3 wide off turn 2, down a backstretch into turn 3. They kind of single file it out. There's that 38 of the Aviator trying to make his way up into the top 3 contention, working the low line. 1-2 is Rose and a More Smoke. Aviator sitting P5.
Yep, the 43 got a nice little push from the 10 car of Sterlo. Right behind Sterlo was the 20 of Ingdals, and I couldn't quite see who that was down low. That might have been actually, yeah, that's the 30 of the Aviator. So still in the top 5, you have your 3 of your championship contenders.
Let's go in and take a look back right quick to find the 18 of Rowdy, as we got a couple cars off track. No caution in the air just yet. There's the 18 right here, working his way up through the pack, already getting ready to crack the top 10.
Yeah, he's not wasting any time. He knows on these fresh tires, he's got to make his work. He's got to work his way through the field as quickly as we can, or as quickly as they can, because once those tires start to wear, you're going to see everybody migrate up to that top side, and you're really going to be hard pressed to make up time at that point.
Yeah, he's making a great time right now. He picked up easily 6 to 7 positions. Let's go to bounce back up towards the front. Here's CGMX Rose, still your current race leader. He's got well over a 3-car length lead going down into turn 1.
Yep, you got a 3-car length lead over the 42 of Amore Smoke. Got the 43 of Jose 720 right behind Amore. You got the 38 of the Aviator behind Jose, and you got the 20 behind the other 38. So yeah, they're all starting to get single file nose to tail as they're going to start migrating up to the high side of the track.
Yeah, just watching our lines, looks like CGMX Rose is able to get a better run through the center of the corner as he's grown that lead now to a 5-car length lead. Watch it yet again as they come down into turn 1. He's able to just get down a little bit lower. He hits the apex, rides it out, and he's going to send that lead that much more out of turn 2 down the backstretch.
Yeah, you carry all that momentum off the high side, and unless these other guys kind of keep tabs maybe with a drafting buddy or whatever, they're really going to want to try to stay as close as they can to the 11, maybe learn a little bit from his line and adapt to the way they're running. And you see the 10-car Sterlo just taps that wall a little bit.
Yeah, he tapped the wall up there, but luckily, it didn't cause too much chaos as there's that 12-car Knights working his way towards the top 5, currently sitting in 6th place behind the pack. But there goes that 20 of Ingalls down low on the 43 of Jose, 720 to 38 of Aviator down into turn 3.
Yeah, some of the top 4 guys were actually looking tonight for some setup help. Last season, I guess, when Silent Killer was running the 9 or whatever, I think it was actually the 77 at that point, he was the fastest car on the track, and Knights actually got Silent setup. Now, there is a little bit of a difference between NASCAR Heat 2 and Heat 3, but that 12 car has been fast all week.
Man, 12 car has been fast here. As of late, man, he had a good chance to get locked into this race last week at ISM. Got in a little bit of trouble with the 4-car. He got in a wreck, and that pretty much ended his dreams. But, hey, he's still out here showing that he belongs here. And Knights is one of the fastest guys in the league.
Absolutely. And HD, while you were talking, that 38 of the Aviator just pulled a power move underneath the 43 of Jose 720. He passed him on the low side all the way through the corner, pulled a slide job to get up right in front of him. Now he's on the back bumper of that 42 car.
And the 42 car is actually starting to close the gap here just a bit on the 11 of CGMX Rose, as he's only 1 car length now out from the race lead. 1, 2, 3, your current top 4. There's Rowdy in the back. He's picked up a few more positions, trying to work his way towards the front. He's going to need a caution, though, before this thing's all said and done.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need a caution. It looks like the 38 of the Aviator is now going to look to the inside of that 42. And I noticed that the 11 is CGMX Rose kind of adjusting his line a little bit. He's been running a little bit lower than he had been. Now the 43 is giving that 38 a big push right past the 42. The 43 is going to, 38 is going to be on the 11's bumper. Teammates for 1 and 2.
Something else different. That 43 car is actually a teammate of these guys as well. So top 4, you got 3 teammates, 2 of them being in that Final 4 championship, and you just saw it work to perfection. 1, 2, currently top 4, CGMX Rose and the Aviator running as a team. 42 helped the Aviator get by the 42 with More Smoke. So More Smoke's pretty much a lone dog up here.
Yeah, he is absolutely all by himself. Absolutely all by himself right now. He's got some friends around him, but no teammates that are going to be willing to push him to the lead or even help him contend with the 11 of CGMX Rose.
The only thing that worries me just a bit is Rose had a huge lead, as it looks like Aviator is going to look towards the outside there just for a minute. But Rose had that over 5-car length lead, but they were able to chase him down. Not sure if that was just the draft factor or maybe his tires are just wearing out with the line he's running, but still out there holding a strong line. Aviator just right on his bumper. I don't think Aviator's going to be going anywhere anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either. That's what I was kind of pointing out just a second ago. The 11 has really changed up his line. As you see, the 42 of More Smoke scrubbed the straightaway wall a little bit. The 11 was really running up high. Now he's running low to middle of the track and kind of washing up. It could just be that maybe went off a looser preset, so his tires are wearing a little bit more or what, but he's definitely running lower than he was earlier.
Yeah, he's not really getting that great run through the center of the corner as the 38's looking low this time, possibly down the front stretch. Going to stick to his buddy's bumper. He's going to push him all the way down into turn one. But, Pete, when it comes down to it, if you're faster than the guy in front of you, if you want to win a championship, you got to make that move.
Oh, you absolutely have to make that move. Right now, it's just teammates kind of working together to hold that 42 back maybe a little bit. It looks like got Master Killer checking into the feed tonight saying go 42. So clearly in a more smoke fan checking in. Yeah, right now 42 is running P3. Got the 11 of CGMX Rose running P1, the Aviator running P2, and Rowdy in the 18 is still trying to catch up to the front half.
Yeah, and the 42 they're looking low down the backstretch. This is not going to have the draft pool to make it happen, as Aviator is still on that top line, so he's going to jump right back in line, which is a smart decision by him, because you do not want the 11 and the 38, and then you don't want the 43 to be third place, because the 43 is going to help the two out in front of him as much as he can.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Maybe keep to the inside of the 42, so maybe he can keep him from a preferred line or what. He's going to help his teammates, do whatever they need to do to lock this championship up.
Going bounce here, it looks like Rowdy's trying to make up another position. I saw it towards the back as he is. He's currently side by side with the 6 of Heated Snowman. Now we know Rowdy could be one of the more aggressive drivers in the league. See if he might try and give him the bumper just a bit to come through turns 3 and 4. He lost a ton of ground that time coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Just wasn't able to carry the momentum coming off that low line.
Yeah, the 6 had the preferred line right around the top. So the 18 looked like he was a little bit loose around the bottom, and you definitely don't carry as much momentum around the low side.
Yeah, the 6 is actually going to hit the wall here. The 18 is going to get a huge run down into turn 3, but he's got a car down low. That's the 48 of Carroll. They're going to go side by side. 6 car Heated Snowman to the top. Here comes Rowdy, though.
Yep, Rowdy got a lot of bite through the center and off that corner, as he's still trying to find some kind of a way around the 6. That really doesn't look like Heated Snowman's cutting him much of a break, knowing that he's a championship contender. That was one thing that Coey did say in the beginning of the race. Hey, race these guys hard, but race them clean. Don't take any of them out. And he's running them hard, but there's no contact.
Yeah, he's giving them plenty of room down there, but like you mentioned earlier, he's just got that preferred line. So let's go ahead and jump right back up here to the top. Yeah, let's see what's going on.
All right. Yeah, it looks like 38 of the Aviators on giving the 11 a bit of a challenge to the inside. And behind the 11 is CGMX Rose is a 10 car Sterlo. So while these guys are side by side, the 42 is going to jump up to the high side, and the 20 of Ingall is going to cut in front of Sterlo. And there is the 43 of Jose 720. He's now mired back in P6 with the 12 car Knights in P7.
And these guys are still side by side for the race league, as we got the Aviator and the 38 down low, the 11 of CGMX Rose up high. Aviator going to get a good run through the corner, but Rose on the high side looks like he's getting hung out to dry, as the 42 of Amore Smoke's going to go with.
Yep, 42 of More Smoke's going to go with the 38 of the Aviator, as the 20 of the Ingalls is going to stick right with that 11. And they are side by side from 1 through P6 all the way back.
Yeah, the Aviator was able to get it done that time. Pulls a slide job right in front of the 11 of CGMX Rose. There goes Rose looking for the crossover down into turn 1.
Yep, Rose is going to duck down low. He's got the 42 right behind him with the 10 car of Ingalls back there. 38 and 11 going to get single fouled out with the 20 of Ingalls. 42's down low, 10 cars in the back. Top line's all nose to tail.
Yeah, top line's all nose to tail, and that's bad news for that 42 car of More Smoke. He's trying to force his way up there just in front of the 10 of Sterlo. Able to get it done.
Yep, he's able to get it done that time, but it actually cost him 2 spots. So he's going to maybe just stick in right now, keep up with these guys all single file now. Let his tires cool off a little bit, maybe work on just his line, get that down pat. These guys are still under strict default. None of them have made their first pit stop yet, so they haven't been able to make any adjustments. They've been clean and green since the drop of the flag, HC.
Yes, sir, indeed. They're screaming for those fresh tires because they've been on this green run flag, this green flag run for quite a while now, so they should be coming down here just shortly. I wonder if we're going to see like an 18 of Rowdy with that bad qualifying position. Maybe try and pull a little strategy to make up some time.
That's definitely very possible. He's still right back where he was, right around with the 6 car of Heated Snowman. And actually, it looks like the 43 of Jose 720 is going to be the first one to hit pit road. Now, pit road procedures tonight is they've got to run the apron all the way through 3 and 4 to hit the pits, and coming out 1 and 2, they have to merge in on the backstretch, I believe. So a little bit different for the championship race tonight.
Yeah, a little bit different as well, and we should possibly see all the leaders come down. There's that 10 and Sterlo getting loose at a turn 2 down a backstretch, able to hold on to it. But that 38 and the 11 at least going one more lap. There's the 42 as well going one more.
Yeah, 38 and 11 are nose to tail. They're really sticking with each other. It's something that they said earlier. They were going to work with each other as much as possible, and at the end, try to sort this out between themselves. Work through the field a little bit more, kind of check around pit road, see who our first takers are. And looks like the 24 of Coey's in, and the 47 of Fort Smitty are both coming down pit road right now.
It looks like the 2 of Stout Whiskey might have just came off of pit road because the leaders are right behind him as they go down the front stretch at least one more time around here at Homestead in the championship race for NNR.
Yeah, and tell you what, they're getting that top 5 that was all nose to tail, kind of keeping in the draft with each other. They're starting to get a little bit of separation between them. That might be the difference in presets, or
there goes the 11.
Yep, the 11 of CJMX Rose. He's gonna pull down. Sorry, I hit the button. I didn't quite see where he was. That 9 car's got a ton of damage on the front of his hood. 9 car string.
Yeah, so we should possibly see the 38 of the Aviator come down now as he's starting to migrate his way down towards that white line. So here comes the Aviator. We're actually going to stay with him as 42 of More Smoke's actually going to go at least one more lap.
Yep, and the 18 of Rowdy's he's pulling in for his pit stop right now also. So you got 2 of your top 4 on pit road. You said the 42's taking another lap around.
This could be bad for the 38. 38 and the 20 are kind of locked bumpers going down the pit road, so this could slow him up just a bit. It just shook out now. 38 was able to sneak in front of him, but that might slow it down just enough where CJMX Rose might have a commanding lead.
Yeah, he very well may. And once these pit stops are over, I'll check in on either a Moore's stream or the stream for Carroll and get us a top 5, top 10, hopefully. But it's definitely going to shake things up quite a bit, HD.
What else is going to do is going to spread the field out. And when it spreads the field out, that caution is much less likely to happen. And that 18 needs one.
Yeah, the 18 absolutely need. I mean, he was able to make up a few spots when he had those really fresh tires, but after that, you have to have a car that can run the high line and keep the momentum all the way down the front and the back stretch. And it looks like the 42 over More Smoke's pulling in the pits right now.
So that's interesting. He went 3 to 4 laps farther than everyone else, and that could play out to his advantage as this thing comes down if it does go green. But as this thing cycles through, it looks like that 38 the Aviator is going to retain the race lead. 43 of Jose 720 is going to be P2, 11 of CJMX Rose P3.
Yep, they're P3, and watching the More Smoke actually leave the pits, he was drifting all the way around the apron, getting back up to speed. And the only thing I can think of is how he's able to go those few extra laps. He spent a lot of time in the draft behind guys. He wasn't leading that pack, so he might have just been letting off the gas a little bit more, earlier, getting into the corner, and getting back on it a little bit later, where everyone else was having to punch that hole in the air.
This is very true, and I might work out those advantages. He's only dropped back to P5. He's about 15 to 20 car lengths out from the race lead. But Pete, something that's interesting looking at, top 3 are all teammates.
Yep, top 3 are absolutely all teammates. As soon as Morton switches his menu. I'll see what I can find out about where he is. Okay, right now, CGMX Rose is in P8, Ingalls is in 9th, Amore Smoke is 10th, Rowdy is 11th, and Sterlo is 12th. And they are on lap 32 of 134, so just about 100 to go.
Yeah, just about 100 laps to go. Someone just asked out there. Someone said, go 11, so we got a CGMX Rose fan out there in chat. CGMX Rose currently sitting P2, but needs to finish P1 if he wants to win that championship, because if it was in right now, that 38 of the Aviator would win. And we didn't pick either of these guys.
No, we didn't. I went with Amore Smoke. I know what he's done in the past. I know what he's capable of. He's great with both, setups and default. Well, obviously default, winning 7 or 8 races on the season so far, winning the regular season championship. But tonight it's all about the series championship. So he wants to put that 42 in P1, while you took the 18 of Rowdy. Rowdy won last year in almost everything, and there's a huge wreck coming out of 3 and 4. 48's just now getting through, but it does not look like the caution's going to come out. There was easily 3 cars around.
Yeah, no caution there. It looks like the 10 of Sterlo got caught off it. I got to it extremely late right there. It looked like the 10, the 20, and possibly the 4 of Natty Dread all getting tangled up. No caution, no green flag still in the air here in the championship race.
Yep, green flag still out. I'm working my way through the field still as I come across the 22 of J-Pod. Really doesn't have any competition around him. Looking through a little bit more, try to find our leader here. That 18 is cooking around that bottom line.
J.R. Horn out there in chat saying he just made love to Rowdy. Go get him.
All right, caught back up to the 30 of the Aviator, the 11 of CGMX Rose, and the 43 of Jose 720. Again, very likely your top 3 after pit stops, as they just looks like they just put the 21 of God Power a lap down, and the 10 car.
Oh, another car back there through the grass. Looks like the 9 of not silent of
string. Yep.
Yeah, string, 9 of string.
Yeah. Mentioning, Silent Killer, actually found out earlier yesterday or today that he will be back next season. So it'll be interesting to see. And I think he's actually going to be piloting the 19 car, the Bass Pro Toyota. But yeah, let's keep focus or keep track of these guys here. 43 is giving that 11 a big shove down the front stretch.
Did we get a position on Rowdy?
Rowdy he's in P6 right now. He's 2.5 seconds back of Lamore. So even after the pit stops, he was able to make up a bit of time because he was right around 9. So it's either on speed or he was able to get through the pits a little bit quicker.
Man, there goes the 20 of Ingalls actually looking down low, down the front stretch, down into turn 1. He's going to try and pick up Jose 720 here. Down low, side by side, but Pete, I think that high side is going to prevail.
Yeah, the high side is going to prevail, and not only the momentum off that, but he's got the little bit of a draft from the 11, or he might actually be just outside of that draft. I don't know. He kind of stalled out there, or it could have just been the 20 was kind of side drafting.
Caution's out.
Yep, caution is out. Looks like
48, 48 down
hard
low.
in the inside wall.
Yeah, down low, hard into the inside wall. Thank God for those water barriers. I wonder if they can see over those.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure Carol can probably see over the barrier. Okay, but yeah, they're all getting some much needed adjustments in. This is a big break for the 18 of Rowdy. This is going to help catch him up to his main competition tonight. The 30 of the Aviator, 11 of CGMX Rose, the 42 of Amore Smoke, and again the 18 of Rowdy. So we'll have to see how this all shakes out. I'm going to try to get back up to our leader.
Yep, and I'm going to get a quick rundown here. I got the 38 of the Aviator out front at the race lead. The 11 of CGMX Row. So your front row has got 2 of the contenders. Row 2 here's got the 42 of More Smoke starting P3, so he's going to get a good jump. Oh, actually, no, that's a 43 of Jose. So teammates sitting currently 1, 2, 3. 20 of Ingals on the outside sitting P4. Row 3, you got the other 2 contenders. You got the 42 of More Smoke sitting P5. 18 of Rowdy sitting P6. P7 is going to look like it's going to be the 12 of Knights. Yep, 12 car of Knights right there. On the outside of Knights is going to be the 47 of Ford Smitty. And I really don't want to go back that far, and I think I'm going to watch the I want to watch the 18.
Yeah, that's actually who I'm with right now, watching the 18. As you said, sitting on the outside of the 42, his teammate, More Smoke, in front of that 18. He's really hoping that Ingall is going to be able to get a good push, maybe push that 11 through to the lead and get the momentum on this high side, moving early. And we're going to be coming to the green flag.
Yes, sir. Green flag's in the air here after the caution. As we got CGMX Rose, the 30th Aviator going side by side as Rowdy is making his way towards the front. He's going to pressure Jose. 720, go 3 wide, possibly through turns 1 and 2.
Yep, 18's going to stick to the outside, kind of keep the draft of the 20. As 18 actually just slapped that wall a little bit. That didn't really do too much to him. The 43 of Jose 720 is able to settle to the backside of that 18 as the More Smoke is right behind that 43. So your championship 4 are all within the top 7.
Yeah, and there goes actually the young gun CGMX Rose looking down low into turn 1 as I'm trying to get back to them. Here we go as the Aviator's able to hold him off, but there goes the 18 down low in the 20, 42 of them More Smoke. So these 2 teammates have finally got hooked up. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, 42 of them More Smoke gave the 18 a real big push going off the corner as they now go through 3 and 4. So your championship 4 are all running that, they were running that low line starting off in the last set of turns. But right now, the only thing that's separating them is 20 car Ingles.
Yes, sir, and Diaz, the 42 of More Smoke's going to make a power move down the front stretch to the outside, and 20 is around, spinning on the apron.
Yep, doesn't look like there's going to be a caution. He's able to keep it into the infield. He did not come back up on the track, so that was good for the latter half of the field, and we're staying green.
And it's good for the top 4 because current top 4 is your championship 4. You got the Aviator leading this pack, CGMX Rose sitting P2, 42 of More Smoke 3, and there's the 18 of Rowdy P4.
Yep, and I don't think anybody's really going to have anything for this foursome. The next closest car, I think, is the 43 of Jose 720, but these top 4 nose to tail are going to pull away.
Yes, sir, indeed. As Rowdy was looking low there down a backstretch, nothing working that time by. I think the one thing they just need to do, they need to sit in line, see what everybody's setup does on the long, and there goes 38 of the Aviator going up into the wall at a turn 4. That's going to kill his momentum down the front stretch.
Yeah, to kill his momentum. The 18 of Rowdy, he had to check up a little bit. They all chose different lines. It looks like the 42 of More Smoke may make this 3 wide through the center of 3 and 4.
Yeah, not able to happen that time through. As CGMX Rose is going to be your new race leader. More Smoke's going to follow back in line. So Aviator luckily only lost 1 spot there.
Yeah, Aviator's only back 1. 3 and 4 are still in the same position, and it looks like the 43 of Jose 720 is kind of keeping tabs on these guys, but these guys running nose to tail, they're really starting to scoot away from the rest of the field. There's just a big pack behind them. I mean, from 7th on back is just a big cluster.
Yes, sir, indeed. I think it's going to be one interesting car to watch on this run. Is going to be the 11 of CGMX Rose. Last run, it looked like he died off there just a bit. Might be the line he's running. He's running that high arc out towards the wall on the exit of the corners as the 42 of More Smoke is right on that 38's bumper.
Yeah, right on the 38's bumper, and it looks like the 18 actually gave the 42 a bit of a tap there, and when he did, it broke the tail end of that 18 a little loose, and he kind of scrubbed that wall a little bit. I don't know if it did any damage. Doesn't really look like it, but he definitely made some contact there. And we have a caution on the track, HD.
Yeah, caution 2 is out. I know they were 3 wide back there coming out of turn 2. I wanted to go to it, but I was like, we'll stay with the top 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And as soon as they come out, I might be able to get a little bit of a rundown. It does look like most are pitting. Tires really important with this track. So it looks like CGMX Rose, Aviator, More Smoke was your top 3. Rowdy, Jose, and Knights rounding out your top 6. Stout Whiskey in 7th. Coey was in 8th. God Powers in 9th. And Heated Snowman round out your top 10. And let's see how they sit once they're re-racked.
I'm going to say that's exactly how they sit because top 4 remain the same.
Yeah, they absolutely are. The 11 sitting, he's gonna be the control car. 38 of the Aviator, the outside. 42 of the More Smoke. Sitting back in P3, you got the 18 of Rowdy in P4. You have the 43 of Jose 720 sitting P5. Knights in that 12 car sitting P6. P7 can't make up their mind who should be there. They're running a little side by side, but we still got 19 cars on the track tonight.
Yeah, no one's got a blown head gasket just yet. Interesting to see as the race goes on if someone ends up blowing an engine or something like that, but hey, it's yet to be seen. Doorbell hasn't rung yet as CGMX Rose is coming around turns 3 and 4 now to take that green flag for the 3rd time tonight.
Yep, they're running, I believe, pace speed was right around 80 mile an hour tonight, and the top 4, they're not going to give an inch. As soon as the 11 hits that gas, the Aviator is really going to need to stay with them, or maybe hope that the 11 will get bogged down a little bit, and the Aviator can get that high side rolling with a bit of a push from the 18, and here they go green, HD.
Yes, sir, green flags in the air. I think one thing that might have helped the Aviator out, which didn't, just these guys are teammates, but the 42 or More Smokes looking down low on the 38 through turns 1 and 2, but the 11 is going to give them the draft help, so 42 is going to have to jump up right now in front of the 18.
Yeah, you're going to jump.
Oh, huge wreck in the back of the pack, though.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it looks like it includes the 22 of J-Pom following the 48th stream right now. It doesn't look like caution's out yet. These guys are still going to stay clean and green up front, HD.
Yeah, they were all kind of off the track there. It looked like 3 or 4 cars that shot off left coming out of turn 2, but the 4 that matter are still clean, they're still green, and they're going through turns 1 and 2.
Yep, going through 1 and 2. The 42 of the More Smokes taking a look to the inside of 38 of the Aviator. Aviator's still going to have he's still going to have the draft from the 11, as you see the 18 of Rowdy. Now looking to the outside of the 42. 42 is going to keep it down low. 18 is going to decide to actually go down there behind the 42. So again, your top championship 4, nose to tail, 1 through 4.
Yeah, 42 looking this time down low in turns 1 and 2. He's going to go side by side with the 30 of the Aviator, possibly able to make that slide job coming out of turn 2. Nothing working that time by as he's going to get hung out the drive, possibly sneak up in front of the 18.
Yep, you're going to try to sneak up in front of the 18. The 18's got a little bit of a push from the 43 of Jose 720. And right behind those guys is still sitting there in P6, the 12 car Knights. He's got a real strong showing tonight, same as last week at ISM. A real strong car there. Again, he was a lot of these top 4 were looking at 12 for some setup help tonight.
Yeah, More Smoke actually able to make the slide job work that time. The 18 of Rowdy gave him a huge shot down into turn 1, was able to clear him out of turn 2. So that front 2 team tandem has been broken up. A More Smoke at the P2. CGMX Rose still your race leader, though.
Yes, CGMX Rose really going to need to let that car drift up back towards that high line. He looked like he was a bit lower than he was before. Kind of the same thing as how the race started. He started up high and he kept that momentum, but as the race went on, he started to get lower and lower. I don't know if his car was getting loose or what, but here's the 42 looking to the inside.
Yeah, 42 looking to the inside yet again, down into turn 3. We'll see if the 18 of Rowdy goes with him. He's going down low as well. A More Smoke possibly looking to make the slide job out of turn 4, but Rose is still there.
Yeah, it's team versus team right here for the top spot. The 11 and the 38 on the outside, 42 and the 18 on the inside. Behind these guys, they got the 43 of Jose 720, and they are not letting up.
Yeah, they're not letting up at all, but the 43, Jose 720, his 2 teammates are up there in front of him, so you know he's not going to help the 18 or the 42. 18's actually going to lead the 42 out the drive, leave him down low. 18 up the P3.
Yeah, 18 just gave a real big shot to the 38, made him check up just a little bit. You got the 43 Jose 720. Now it looks like the 42, he's down to that low line. So if these guys stay up high, like you just said, he's going to be hung out to dry. Here's a big look by the 18 to the inside of the Aviator. Aviator's going to pull the crossover, and still the 11 to the lead.
Yeah, 11 to the lead. He's going to jump down low to try and help the 38 out as much as he can. Coming down to turn 3, it might not be enough because the 18 is still to the outside door. There's that 42 with the 18 as well. They're going to work the high side.
Yep, 42 and the 18. They're going to have all the momentum off the high side. Let's see if they're able to keep it. Nope, instead they gave that 38 a shot.
Oh, 38 blocking.
18.
Yeah, 38 pulling a block there. Down in turn 1. 18's going to give him the door. 38 up into the wall.
38 hard in the wall. The 11's looking back, hoping that a caution will come out, but they are going to stay green. 38 was able to hold on to it. But now P1, P2, and 3P. P3 is the 11 of CGMX Rose, the 18, and then the 42. Behind those guys, you got the 12 card Knights.
Yeah, 38 still struggling back there just a bit as they're going side by side for P2 as a more smoke's going to slide in front of the 18. They got a clear sight on the 11.
Yeah, the 11's, it seems like he might be trying to get away as quick as he can, but the 42 and the 18 are going to be drafting together. But 2, 3, 4, and 5, they're all pretty close. They might have something for this 11 in about 2 laps.
You know, I know there's going to be some words said between the 38 of the Aviator and the 18 of Rowdy when this thing is done because Aviator blocked him down a front stretch into turn 1, and Rowdy said it before, you blocked me. Expect getting it into the turn 1 or wherever you block me at the next turn, and that's exactly what happened. Rowdy drove it in there. They door banged it. 38 was the biggest loser that time.
Yeah, 38 was definitely the biggest loser. But it's with Rowdy. Sometimes it's a bit of a double standard. He'll block you, but he's kind of like Keselowski. Don't block him. He'll put you in a wall, and he's made no bones about that. At least the last half of the season.
Yes, indeed. As CGMX Rose has still got well over a 5-car length lead. These guys have grown their gap on the 12 and Knights. But before this run is over, as we got a car down low, looks like that's a 43.
Yeah.
Or the 38. That might have been the 38.
Yeah, that was the 38 of the Aviator. It looks like maybe that slide or that little bit of damage that he got from the wall might have really affected his tires because it looks like he was really loose right there. Right now, the 43 and the 20 of Ingalls are going to the inside of the 12 and Knights, and they've got the 2 cars Scout Whiskey right behind them.
So 38's race,
the 11.
Yeah, the 38's race just went bad to worse because he is well outside the top 10 now. He's definitely going to need a caution before this thing is over. He's going to repair it and then make his way up through the field.
Yeah, the 11's really got to hope that he can set sail because now he's got teammates, working against him. If they are able to catch up and team up, that might be all that's said for the 11 tonight. But
they're definitely catching.
Still have about 70 laps to go, HD.
They're definitely closing the gap down on the 11 of CGMX Rose, though.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely hunting them down. I would actually say that the 42 of More Smoke has the 11th draft by now.
Where did the 38 drop to, though?
38,
he's well back here. I mean, he's behind Carroll. There's Sterlo. Sterlo was outside top 10, right?
Yeah, Sterlo was outside the top 10 after some wall damage earlier. Behind Rowdy is Jose 720. Behind him is Ingalls. Aviator's actually back in 11th place. He just passed the 48 of Carroll.
Looking at Aviator's car, nothing is damaged on my screen, but necessarily doesn't mean he's got a damaged car on his. Like, not necessarily mean that.
No, not at all. I mean, he definitely got shoved up towards the wall. How much contact he made wasn't really seen. But I mean, he passed the 48, and he's put a bit of distance between him and
Rowdy with a huge mistake though himself. He got a little loose in turns 1 and 2, and he has now lost the draft to the front 2 as More Smoke is down low.
Yeah, he's down low. He's got to hope that the 11 really got to just try to.
He's got him. He's got him. He's got him. He's got him. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. 42 pulled a power move, as you'd like to say. So you got the 42 new position, new leader. and the 11 of CGMX Rose, but they were able to make that swap pretty clean. The 18 of Rowdy wasn't able to gain too much time on those guys.
Yeah, not at all. Rowdy got a little loose. He got a little too low, and he's now out of the draft. He's going to need help from the guys behind or had these guys start racing back and forth. But new race leader out here tonight, the 42 of More Smoke, leading his first laps.
Yep, leading his first lap. He led all the way to the regular season championship, and he's hoping that he could seal the deal tonight, get his first NNR Cup Series championship as well.
I'll tell you what, that 11 of the CGMX Rose is all over his bumper, though. After seeing what happened to his teammate, the 38, he might race a little bit more aggressive. He might, give the bumper to the 42 and shove him up into the wall.
He very well may. These guys have had their contact on the track, and so is the 18 and 11. 38 was got the bad end of the deal just a few laps ago. But these two sets of teams have no love lost between each other at all. As you see, the 11 of CGMX Rose is going to try to surge high around the outside of the 42. 42 is going to shut the door.
Yeah, he didn't just shut the door. He slammed the door to the 11 of CGMX Rose. You don't want him to get to the outside, or at least just not yet. Once this, like you said earlier, man, once his run gets a little wear on these tires, that's when you're going to migrate towards the outside. But still, Rose is shoving this thing down the front stretch.
Oh yeah, he's pushing the 42 all the way down, hoping maybe he can force his entry a little bit more fast, a bit faster than he wanted, maybe make him a little uncomfortable. As the 11 again tried to get that high line momentum going, get to the outside of the 42. Again, the 42 moved up and blocked his advance.
11 is looking pretty sharp. I think right now, I'd say the better car might be the 11. I mean, 11 is going nowhere. He's getting huge runs on the 42, just not able to make anything happen just yet.
Right, he might have to try what the 42 did to him before, get that momentum, try to duck down low and pull that slide job. The 42 only cleared him by inches before. Maybe that's all the 11 needs, as the 11 is going to search for the outside of the 42. They're going too wide into the corner.
Yeah, they're going to go side by side this time into turn 3. Rose was able to finally get to the outside of him, but 42 looking to slide up just in front of him at a turn 4 down the front stretch.
Woo! Yes, he did. And I'll tell you what, that was some great driving by the 11, not to overreact too much, maybe give the 42 too much space and put himself in the wall. No, that was some great driving by those two. Moore's really racing him clean. He's trying to block his line, but he's not purposely trying to put him in the wall or make him think he's got the room and then shove him up. So yeah, these guys are racing each other really hard but really fast. Again, the 42's blocking his position.
I mean, Normal's bound to make a mistake here. Shortly, it looks like the 18 of Rowdy is actually starting to catch back up to him, though.
Yeah, looks like the 18 is starting to catch back up. I was looking at that just a minute ago. So you got to wonder, as these guys are trying to go side by side, rather, than nose to tail, is that giving the 18 a little bit of time to catch back up to these two. I mean, he's got to have a faster car if he's able to pull himself back up.
I think right now, More Smoke is just mirror driving the heck out of this thing as they both get a little loose there coming out of turn 2. Rose looking to the outside yet again. 42 is going to slam the door.
Yep, 42 slammed the door, but it looks like the 11 of CGMX Rose might be trying to get just one groove a little bit lower, going to let it wash up towards the wall, and they're both going to go right back nose to tail down the front stretch.
Next time by, if we get a lap go out, that'd be great. Well, we got to be, what, 60 now?
Yeah, absolutely. They are better than halfway. They're at 73 of 134. So, yeah, not too shabby. Well, actually, I take that back because Carroll right now, after some contact in that caution, he's actually 3 laps down. So they're at 70.
Woo! Rose getting loose that time out of turn 4.
Let's see. I'll wait till.
Oh! Caution's out. Caution's out. Caution's out.
Yep, it is. Yeah, it looks like whatever the caution was for happened right in front of Carroll. Looks like the it was the 24 Koei that brought that caution out.
Well, that's a big break right there for the 30 of the Aviator because it's going to be able to bunch the field up. He's still got a bunch of time or a bunch of positions to make up and not a lot of laps remaining. We're over halfway done the race here, championship race here in NNR. And Pete, like I said earlier, man, it's been a heck of a season and can't wait to start the next one.
Yeah, I can't either. I know we've only got just a couple short weeks before we're starting back off all over again with Heat 4. We'll have the Unlimited or the Duels or whatever. Then we got the Daytona 500. I think Coey wanted to kick that off right around October 17th, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it's going to be a couple short weeks off, a lot of testing happening, a lot of recruiting is going to be happening. I know the trucks in Xfinity and Cup, they're filling spots fast. For anybody that's watching, whether you watch it now or watch it later, hey, if you're still interested or haven't quite been able to try out yet, please reach out to Coey, reach out to the 48 of Carroll, which, by the way, he'll actually be in the 9 cars starting next year. Or you can reach out to Dewman. All three series have a few openings. Look to him on Facebook. Look to him on Twitter. Get you set up. Get you outfitted. Find you either a car or a truck and take you racing.
All right, give you a quick rundown of the championship 4. You got 42 or more smoke race leader. CJMX Rose sitting P3. Rowdy in the 18 Rose sitting P2. Rowdy sitting P3. And that 30 of the Aviator sitting P8. So he's just inside the top 10. He's going to start on the outside lane as 42 or more smoke's going to bring him around turns 3 and 4. This time by green flag is getting ready to go in the air here.
Yeah, I don't expect the 11 to cut the 42 of a more too much of a break. And while you got teammates, 1, 2. I'm sorry.
1, 3.
Tail, I should say, on the low side. The 11 is going to try to do everything that he can to hold him back.
Is Ingalls on that team as well?
I don't believe the 20 of Ingalls is with them. No.
I don't think he is either, but that's our 42 and the 18 got a commanded race league. Now the 11 of CJMX Rose has got himself in a position he hasn't been in all night. Sitting here in P3, he's battling side by side, currently with the 20 of Ingalls down the front stretch, too wide.
Well, it looked like the 20 of Ingalls might have just gotten into the left rear of that 18. The 18 shot back up, and that made the 11 just check up just a second, but he's going to be able to hold his spot down. As you got the 43 of Jose 720, the 12 car in Knights, and there's the 38 of the Aviator. So he's moved his way back up to
There's the 11 of CJMX Rose, though, getting a little loose, entering turn 3. That's going to kill his momentum as well as the 38. Good piece of driving between the 11 and 43, though, because Rose was extremely loose. Looked like he hit the apron.
Yeah, he really did a great job holding on to that wheel. He didn't put himself into the wall or the 38, but they definitely lost a little bit of ground to the top 3. Yeah, I think the 20 of Ingalls, when he came up the Cup, he right around the same time as like J-Paw and a couple others. They were all part of that Bump and Run Motorsports. There's a huge wreck in the back, HD. 48's involved, 2 cars, Stout Whiskey, and 24 Coats.
Caution's out.
22 with J-Paw. Yeah, big caution.
Yeah, big caution there. We got Dirty Wern German, looks like, out there in chat. Deeds ain't in the booth anymore, man. This is Pete. We got rid of Deeds. Man was calling green flag down the backstretch.
Hey, work.
What's going on, Worm, buddy? How you doing?
Yeah, we're reach out to Coey. Absolutely. All right, HD, we're re-wrecked.
Hey, that shook the championship 4 there a bit. As a 42 of more smoke's going to be your race leader here, but the 11 of CJMX Rose actually out there in P2. The 18 of Rowdy's going to start P4, and the 38 of the Aviator is going to be P5 back there. Looks like. Nope. Where is 38?
Yeah, 38's right behind the 10 car Sterlo.
That would be P7, I think.
P7, yep. P7. So he was in P7 the last restart, and so he didn't lose any ground. Really looks like your top 5 still, well, top 7 still consists of your Ford Championship drivers. Your top two, though, still the 11 of CGMX Rose and the 42 of Amore Smoke. The 11's got the 18 of Rowdy right behind him. It actually looks like the 18 might be surging a little bit. He's lagging around just a little bit, hoping that he won't make too much contact with the 43 of Jose 720 to his inside.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, but here they come to the restart box, and there goes that 42 of Amore Smoke. The young gun CGMX Rose with a great start that time. Down into turn one, they're going to be side by side, the 11 and the 42. 18 to the outside, going to get the 11 to push, though.
Yep, you're going to give the 11 a push, and the 43 of Jose 720, he was able to give the 42 just enough of a push to get right in front of the 11, and the 18 is behind those two. So they're nose to tail right now as they're going to duck down low.
Yeah, the 11 was looking low there down into turn three. 42 saw it coming, blocked him. 18 on the outside. They're actually 3 wide down the front stretch.
3 wide down the front stretch, and I am switching up to the 42's camera, looking back from him. And the 11 is CGMX Rose is going to duck down. The 18 of Rowdy is going to have a bit of momentum to push the 42 down. 42 and the 11 almost make contact.
Yeah, 42 and 11 going at it right now. Is going to try and bounce back up here with the Amore Smoke. Currently it was on a bumper could of the 30 of the Aviator as they go through turns 3 and 4 down the front stretch one more time here. And the champion, well, not one more time, but we got quite a bit of laps. But you know what I mean. We just wing it, right?
I get you. Yep, so 42 on the high side. 18's going to try to give the 42 a little bit of a shot. That's going to make the 18 go up high. Lost a little bit of momentum there, and the 11's going to be able to get to the inside of him. And the 11's back to P2.
Yeah, and the 20 of Ingalls is looking down low. Good Lord. Looks like it's hailing out there. Looks like a windshield wiper going down the backstretch. But top 3 still 42 of Amore Smoke, 11 of CGMX Rose, 18 of Rowdy. Aviator trying to crack his way back up inside the top 5.
Yep, Aviator's right behind the 43 of Jose 720. As the 11 ducks down, the 18 was able to duck down just a little bit lower. 18's going to take that P2 spot.
He pulled a power move there, going through turns 1 and 2. Rowdy at the P2, he means business.
He absolutely means business. He's back up behind his team owner, not only for this year, but these two decided to team up again in the 2020 season with Heat 4. So they're strong now. They're only going to get stronger next year.
Yes, sir, indeed.
42 just scrubbed that wall quite a bit. That actually allowed the 18 of Rowdy to close in quite a... nope, I'm not quite sure what that was. It might have been just a little bit of lag. But, man, these guys are getting after it, HT.
Yeah, currently side by side right now, though, for P4 is going to be the 11, the CGMX Rose, and the 38 of the Aviator. So the Aviator finally cracked his way up inside the top 5. He's going to scrape the wall there just a bit down the front stretch. Not going to hurt him too much.
Nope, the Aviator was able to get by the 20 of Ingalls. So he's now right behind his teammate.
Rose looked like he had a big moment there out of turn 2. Got wicked loose, able to hold on to it. Lost a little bit to his teammate Jose 720 just in front of him. But I think if 11 of CGMX Rose gets a big enough run, that 43 is just going to let him go.
Yeah, 43 will. I mean, yeah, teammates. Either he's going to say, "Hey, I need you to lead me and punch that hole that I can follow," or get out of my way. I've got places to go. 38 of Aviator again, look down low, nothing there. 20 of Ingalls is going to give him a shot down the backstretch.
Yes, sir, indeed. And someone wants a lap count out there in chat. As it looks like the 11 of CGMX Rose finally looking to make that move down low on the 43 of Jose 720. Jose 720 on the bumper of the 18 as he was looking down low into turn 1. Still single file through turns 1 and 2.
We've got 40 laps to go, HD. 40 laps.
40 laps to go, so that's at least, one more green flag pit stop for this thing is all said and done. Yep. And your pick,
one more
the 42 of Amore Smoke, still out there in the lead.
Yep, you got the 42. You got the 18 of Rowdy, as you see the 43 of Jose 720 high and wide on the outside of the 11 of CGMX Rose. That's going to punch a hole for the 38 of the Aviator, and the 20 of Ingalls is going to be able to follow. The 11 may just be stuck out here.
Yeah, he's down low, nowhere to go. 43 kind of sticking to the high side. 38 should get by him down the backstretch. Aviator up to P4. Looks like the 20 of Ingalls is not going to let the 11 in at all.
No, he's not. The only thing that may help the 11 here is this, all 4 or 5 cars in front of him going to the low side. Will the 38 of the Aviator duck down and pull the 11 right along with him? Let's see, going through. The 11 gave the 38 a big shove to the back. 43 is right in front of the 38. All kinds of momentum. 20 actually hit the wall. It's going to allow the 11 to get right by him.
Yeah, the 11 got by him. Luckily, still able to hold in the draft. As still 43 sitting P3, but top 5 for the top 5 are your championship contenders. As more smoke out there, and they got some of these guys in the back starting to catch up. There's the 10 of Sterling. You know he wants to get a race win. And the 18 of Rowdy's looking low in turn 1.
Yep, 18's going to look low. 42 still the outside. Teammates side by side for first, second, and then again third and fourth.
And here comes the 38. He's going to try and give Rowdy a push. 38's actually going to go back to the high side. Rowdy is giving the 1 left up. Looks like left out, and 18 gave that 38 a big shove in the corner last time. They're now looking side by side.
Yep, side by side. Still 42 of more smokes in the front, but there's a big push down that back.
And there's a huge push there as the 18 is going to get all left alone as he's going to go door to door with the 43. Or no, excuse me, 38 yet again.
Yeah, 38 of the Aviator. That would be twice. I don't know if the 38's really going to forgive him this time. He might actually, turn left and say, you know what, here, your turn. Go fight from the back.
Yes, sir, indeed. But the Aviators able to make it happen that time by down the front stretch. Looks like the 11's actually going to go side by side with the 18 now. 18's looking to slide up just in front of the 12 car Knights. 18 able to stick inside the top 5 still.
Yeah, the 12 car Knights absolutely left the hole for that 18 to get back into in the line. So now you got the 42. He's all by himself. He's got the 43 of Jose 720 and the 38 of the Aviator right behind him. And he's got what is the name of the 11's team? Red Spade?
Red Spade Motorsports, I think.
Yeah. So second through fifth is all Red Spade.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it would be second through fourth.
Second through fourth, yeah. I was correcting myself.
We've been winging it all year. What the heck? And there's actually that 12 car Knights. Yeah, going down low. They're actually looking to go 3 wide here at a turn 4. Rowdy hard into the wall, spinning around down the front stretch.
Yep, it actually looks like he was able to hang on to it, but he lost all kinds of time, all kinds of momentum. The 12 of Knights ducks down low, and I don't know if the 18 went to give him more room or what it was, but I didn't see any contact between the 12 and the 18.
And there goes the 43 of Jose 720. Not a championship 4, but he wants to get the win here at Homestead. Looking to pull a power move down the front stretch. 38's going to give him a push.
Yep, 38's going to give him a push, and it looks like the 11 of CJ Rose is going to pull down low right behind his teammates. He's not going to give any kind of drafting help to the 42 of more smoke. 43 of Jose 720 is going to do a slide job up in front of the 42.
And new race leader, first time leading the race tonight, 43 Jose 720.
Yep, Jose hasn't been able to complete any, win any races yet this year. He was only knocked out of the chase after fuel strategy or fuel gamble didn't pay off for him at Talladega. So he's still got something to prove.
He's got a lot of proof, but they're currently still side by side right now for where it matters. The Aviator 38, 42 of more smoke. Aviator looking to pull a power move this time down the backstretch. He's able to slide just in front of the 42.
Yeah, that was a hell of a slide. I wasn't quite sure whether the 38 and the 43 were going to be able to stay off each other. They got hella close, but here they go again, side by side, down the front stretch.
Yeah, down the front stretch, 43. Now, these guys are teammates. 43 Jose might just let up just a bit, but look no farther. Here comes the 18 of Rowdy starting to close back in.
Yep, 18 of Rowdy's going to be able to close back in off of a little bit of a draft from the... was that the 12 car Knights still? I'm not quite sure. No, that's the 11 of CGMX Rose. Knights is now behind the 18. Knights might have felt a little bad about that little bit of contact between the two.
Yeah, definitely had a little contact. And I think it was more lag on my end because that 18 was doing donuts down the front stretch and able to still keep it going as he's finally caught up. It looks like to that 38. And he got past. He pulled a power move right there on the Aviator.
Yeah, he pulled a real big slide. The Aviator, I'm not sure if the Aviator checked up and let him go or not, but now these guys are side by side down the backstretch heading in 3 and 4.
Yeah, the 18's lagging just a bit on my screen with a heavily damaged car, but he's making it work, looking to the outside, up near the wall. 38 looking to get back.
Yeah, 38's not going to want to be anywhere near that 18 as he's lagging. Whew, P1 through 5, really close, really hard battling. We still got the 43 car, Jose 720, leading the 42 of them, more smoke around the track.
Yeah, 43, Jose 720 actually peeling off to go down for his green flag pit stop. Should be the last one of the night. Top 4, Championship 4.
Yep, top 4 Championship 4 with 12 car and Knights right behind them, and Knights has the 20 of Sterlo. I'm sorry, of Ingles right behind him. So 1 through 6, you can kind of put them under a blanket.
Yes, sir.
So of the top 4 HD, the 42, 42, 11, 38, and 18, who do you think will be the first to duck down pit road?
Well, it looks like 3 of them are actually going to be the first. Yeah, 38 is going to stay out for at least one more. 42 coming down. We're going to watch this battle getting on the pit road just to see who can get down there faster. They're all doing pretty well, pretty dandy. Here goes the 18 on the inside, looking to make up a bunch of time. No clue if he got a speeding penalty, though.
Yeah, it looked like he was pretty hot getting in. Of the Championship 4, the only one that stayed out was the 38 of the Aviator, and he's got the 12 car and Knights running right behind him right now in P2. We'll have to see how this shakes out. 38's ducking down low, so is the 12. These two are going to make their way down the backstretch apron, making their way into pit road.
I'm actually going to keep my eyes on the 18 of Rowdy just to see if he gets held up here. Looks like the 11 of CJMX Rose still he still hasn't made it to his pit stop, so he's going to lose a ton of time unless he did a gas and go. Nope, he just peeled in. And the 18 did not get a penalty.
Nope, 18 did not. I was going to say the same thing. And 42 of them more smoke is going to pull right in front of him. And yeah, these guys are pulling out of pit road. As you see, the 12 car Knights and the 38 of the Aviator making their way down their pit stall right now.
So I'm not too sure what happened to the 11 at CJMX Rose, but he had heavy front end damage on that car, and he lost a ton of time. And the 18 lost a ton of time to the 42 of more smoke.
Yep, 42 is going to be should have the lead handed to him here in just a second. As soon as his stream is caught up, I'll be able to get us a not only a lap count, but try to get us a position count as well.
So the 11 of CJMX Rose is just going into turn 3. And these guys were going into turn 1 basically, so he's got to make up a whole track and a half on these guys. He's going to need a caution if he's going to want a shot to win this.
Yeah, he's going to need. He's definitely going to need a caution. Looks like
Aviator
right
actually
now,
out in front of these guys. Aviator might be the race leader.
I'm waiting to see what Amore's string looks like here in just a second. As soon as they finish the cycle. Right now it's showing Knights in P4, Jose in P5, Amore in P6, Sterlo in 7th, and Rowdy in 8th. So yeah, Rowdy lost a ton of time. I don't even see the 11 as of yet.
Yeah, 11 lost most time out of it. I think if this thing goes green, it's between the 38 of the Aviator and the 42 of more smoke. 42's got the 43's draft, and 43's got the 11 draft. I think the Aviator might be talking to his teammate, the 43, Jose 720, like, hey, why don't you pull off the track? Don't help him out at all.
It could very well be. The 43 kind of ducked down a little bit on Amore's stream anyway, and the 42 stayed up high. So I don't think they're going to want to help out at all. But right now it's showing the Aviator P3, Jose P4, Amore Smoke is up to P5 after Knight's pit. And then Sterlo is behind these guys. So yeah, this pack is man gonna be interesting to see who the leader is. But right now it's definitely not the Aviator.
Man, it looks like Jose and that 43 lagging there just a bit, coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Might just be from my end though, but once this thing cycles through, 1, 2, 3 is going to be 38 of the Aviator, your current race leader. 43, Jose 720, who is a teammate of the 38. And then a 42 of Amore Smoke, who's the other contender in the top 3. These guys have to get by the tandem here.
Yeah, he's got to try to do whatever he can to work his way around. He can't be held up by teammates. You never know. You know, the 43 of Jose 720, he could lay off the gas a little bit longer before coming off the corner, or kind of check up a little bit going into the corner. I mean, you could do a ton of things to keep other people behind you. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. I'm still waiting on first and second to pit. I don't think. I don't know if that's like maybe the 22 of J-Pa or who it is, but somebody still has not pit, AC.
Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure, but 42 of More Smoke lost the draft here just a bit down the backstretch. He's well over 5 car lengths. If this 43 and 38 get hooked up bumper to bumper and able to pull away, there's no caution. This 38 is your champion.
Yeah, it looks like what happened right there with the More Smoke. He went to go dip down a little bit lower than the 43, and he got a little loose, so he had to check up, and that allowed the 43 to pull away a little bit.
What happened to the 11? I have no clue, but he had a lot of front-end damage, and he is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where he is on the track right now. I'm hoping maybe once Carroll pulls back out, he'll switch up his menu. Carroll's like 13 laps down. He's got a ton of damage to that 48. He's going to be really happy to end his season in this car. He showed to be really strong, starting off with Heat 4. So yeah, we'll have to see. But your top 5, I'm not quite sure who again is in first and second.
It was the 2 of Stout Whiskey and 22 of J-Paul. They just went down.
Okay. So maybe trying a little bit more fuel strategy.
Yeah, just a bit, but they should be good to go to the end.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah, I don't know why they would have waited.
Well, they would have trapped the leaders down. They trapped these guys a lap down.
Yeah.
So if the caution would have came out, there would have been 2 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah. That'd be a great strategy. This late in the race, or this. Late in the race. There we go.
And there goes the 42, though, looking down low, going into turns 3 and 4. Able to get by Jose 720 that time by. So Aviator, P1, Amor, P2. These guys are going to duke it out. How many laps we got?
I'm waiting for Amor. It looks like Amor's going down the front stretch right now. Get that for us. There are 16 to go.
16 to go here in the NNR Championship race on NASCAR Heat 3.
Yep, the end of their 2019 season. A lot of these guys are looking forward to 2020 on the all-new Heat 4. Different wear models, different tire models, different damage models, way different tracks, better graphics. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to Daytona HD. I really am.
So am I. I'm looking to call these races with you on NASCAR Heat 4 as there's a 42 of More Smoke looking low, possibly through turns 1 and 2. Nothing working that time by. 38 going to wash up the track there just a bit. 42 getting loose out of turn 2.
Yep, 42 is getting a little loose. Aviator's able to stay in front. I'm kind of going back through the field, going to try to find the 18 of Rowdy and the 11 of CGMX Rose if I can. The 11, his hood is all buckled up, as you said earlier. Tons of damage to that 11 machine. I don't think he's running any kind of competitive speeds right now. He might need a little bit of a draft, but there's nobody around that 11. So I'm going to try to find the 18 of Rowdy.
18 of Rowdy's P4. No help, though.
You're right. 18 of Rowdy is P4. He's about 3 seconds behind a More Smoke. So it's really team versus team, but it's one person of Red Spade and a More Smoke, the owner of a More Smoke Racing, 1 and 2 right now.
You know, when it comes down to it, I think Jose's one of those drivers where he doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play who wins this, as the 38 is going to push a big block down the backstretch. 42 looking low in a turn 3 on the apron almost.
Yeah, that's really loose down there. He's got to try to keep that car up. You want the momentum off the high side. You don't want anything to do with that loose apron.
Yeah, 38 put a heck of a block going down the backstretch. We'll see if the 42 might do a Rowdy, do a little something out of it, but he's currently got to beat the 43 out of turn 2 down the backstretch. 43 gets in front of him. That's just one more spot he's got to make up. Looks like the 37 Pro Viper just letting these guys by. Smart driving.
Yep, 43 is going to have the momentum off the high side. Not only that, he's going to have the draft of the 38 of the Aviator. But no, the 42 of More Smoke's be able to get back by the 43, right back into P2.
Yes, sir, indeed. We should have about 11 to 12 laps to go here, and that's actually going to help the 18 of Rowdy make up a lot of time.
Yeah, he's going to be able to make up some time, but I don't think he's going to be able to make up enough.
Yeah, he's going to need a caution.
Yeah, he will absolutely need a caution. And the 42s, he's really going to have to watch the 43 Jose 720. Jose, you got to remember, he's hungry too. While he's not going to take the championship from the Aviator, he still wants to prove that he can win in this series also.
Yes, sir, indeed. 42 is finally starting to get back to the bumper of the 30 of the Aviator. We'll see when he's going to try and make that move yet again. If I'm with More Smoke, I might try and fake him out next time. I might try and act like I'm going down low. He's going to pull that hard block again, and that's when you jump straight to his outside and you pin him down there.
Yeah, the only thing is he's got the 43. The 43 is he's gonna work with the 38 no matter where he goes, whether he's up high, down low, or whatever. Here's the 42 of a More Smoke. He's gonna try to duck down. He might be able to get side by side with 38. 43. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna stick to the outside, right to 38.
Yeah, but the 38 able to get a huge run out of turn 2 down a backstretch. He's gonna hang on to it. Looks like the 42 is gonna give him a little bit of bumper there. Turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, got the 38 a little loose. 43 is still gonna. I think before this is all over and done with, the 43 is gonna have something to say about who wins this championship.
Yeah, next time by, try and get a lap count. 42 down low yet again, getting a decent run through that corner, but the 38's too strong up there off.
Yeah, it looks like we've got 14 laps to go as they're coming through 3 and 4.
14? Man, that was only 3 laps.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're up to date? Are you live?
I'm positive I'm up to date. Yep. You got to remember their Twitch is just a little bit off. And I'm sorry. Hold on. Scratch that. 7 to go, HD.
There we go. That sounds a little right. I was like, there's no way in hell that was 3 laps. There's no way.
7 to go.
Yeah, coming to 6. Should be coming to 6 to go now.
That's right. Yep. So, man, right now the Aviator, he is driving for all he's worth, and he's really going to have to thank a lot of people. I mean, Aviator only made it in after, what was it, the contender last race win that kept him moving on through the segments. So, man, he's going to have a lot of people to thank if he's able to pull.
Yeah, there's a More Smoke, though. Looking down low and turns 3. Gives him the bumper, pushing Aviator up into the wall. More Smoke to the race lead.
You think the 43 Jose 720 just saw what happened to his teammate and might retaliate just a little bit, maybe try to pinch him around a little. Looks like the 43 is going to be able to duck down. 38 didn't really lose all that much time, but he's got a teammate up there to draft with. That might actually help the 38 get back to P1. We'll have to see what happens here.
Yeah, Jose 720 currently the race leader, but he's not in the championship. 442 looking low, and turn 3 yet again. You guarantee that 38 is going to return the favor.
Oh, yeah, 38 is definitely going to try to return the favor. 42 is the More Smoke's able to make a power move around the 43. He's able to keep it down low. 38's right in tow. These guys are going to end up 3 wide going through 3 and 4.
Yeah, there goes the 38 looking down low in turn 1. He's going to give him the bumper, pushing the 42 of More Smoke up the track. 4 laps to go here in the championship race.
Yep, 38's going to be able to make his way back to the lead. 43 is going to give him a little bit of a shove. 38's going to have to run that low line while the 42 is going to have the momentum of the high side. And all the while, this is allowing the guys behind them to catch up.
And it looks like the 38 checked up there just a bit, ran into the back of him. 43 now at the P2, 42 of a More Smoke. P3 should have 3 laps to go.
You called it exactly, HD, 3 laps to go. And I'm watching these guys, as it looks like the 38, the Aviator, he might have a little bit fresher tires. He's starting to get a little bit of a gap between himself and the 43. Or is the 43 maybe checking up a little bit, keep the 42 behind him? Don't know what kind of games these guys are playing behind the wheel.
Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure. 42 or More Smoke's got a little bit of time to try and make up the gap. 2 laps to go here in the NNR championship race. Pete, it's looking like that 38, the young gun, the Aviator, might be getting this championship.
Yeah, that's the way it's looking right now. Unless the 42 can really make quick work of Jose 720 either in this set of turns or the next. But he's definitely running out of time as he's going to look low below the 43.
Yeah, he's going low. Turns 3 and 4, but white flag in the air here, and there's definitely not.
HD.
Yeah, one to go, and looks like your race winners. Oh, that is the race. Or both wrong.
Oh, they killed it. How's that? I tell you, Twitch needs to catch up to real time.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've been winging it all year. What better way to end the NNR championship race and being one lap off?
Oh, man.
Zane, we need a tool. Everybody at Zane the Bearded One on Twitter saying we need a tool.
Zane, we need the tools.
Oh, there you go. That was 38, the Aviator, picking up the championship win.
Yep, 38 picked up the championship, his first. I'm sure that, again, he's going to have a lot of people to thank. I know I said it earlier, him and the 11 at CGMX Rose, they were working with a couple of other people. I'm not going to really say who, on some last-minute setup help. And, yeah, 38's definitely going to have some people to thank when this is when he gets to the booth.
All right, so I went all 4 championship contenders, honestly. Up in here, I want to talk to Rose first, then Rowdy, then Amor, and then your champion, the Aviator.
Yeah, champion, the Aviator. So he's able to take it away from the 18. The 18 wasn't able to go back to back this year. Ended up in a little bit of trouble. Might have got a little bit of damage after some contact with the wall. Not quite sure, but in the end, it was pretty clean race. Great ending to the 2019 NNR season, HD.
I'll tell you what, it's a great ending as we're starting to get the guys in here right now. Let's go ahead and talk with the 4th place finisher of the championship for CGMX Rose. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Buddy, what happened on that pit stop?
Ingalls is an idiot, is what happened. Rammed into me, gave me damage, and got me stuck on the barrels. Ended my chance. Sucks because I thought I really had the car to beat, honestly. But it is what it is.
I'll tell you what, I mean, one race doesn't define a person. You had a hell of a year here in NNR. This is actually your rookie season, if I'm not mistaken, in NNR. Be able to make it to the championship 4 and to be in this position. Great year for you. Would you like to throw any shout-outs?
Yeah, the team, Coe, great season. Next season's going to be even better. So, yeah, that's it.
There you go, right there. I don't know if Rowdy's going to hop in, but we're just going to go ahead and do a quick interview with Jose while we're waiting for him if he does come in. Unless you're going to take Jose, Pete.
Jose, repeat, you got me.
Yep, what's up?
Jose, we were saying that you were going to have something to say about who was going to win this championship, whether it was the 42 or was it going to be your teammate, the 38. Were you checking up at all to try to keep the 42 behind him, or were you running your normal pace, just trying to get back up to the lead?
No, that's how I run. The entry, I kind of back up the entry and then hit the gas about halfway, and then so I somewhat get a run on the back. But that's how I normally enter the corners, custom, default. That's how I just drive this track.
Well, a P2 finish for you. It's been a great year. Yeah, you weren't able to check that W box, but I see a lot of things coming, a lot of strong things coming for you in the 2020 season. Any shout outs, sir?
Coe for keeping the league going. I don't know, everybody racing respectfully and at least against me.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, you race others as you raced, and usually you're pretty clean. Not a whole lot of drama on the track from you. Great 2019 season, sir. Good job.
Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the people's champ.
Last corner. I don't know what that was. One of those corners.
Yeah.
Ingles got to come in next season.
I hit the back of them. I wasn't trying to, but I did.
The people's champ right there, Jose 720. I'm going to go ahead and take a more smoke, your second place finisher here in the championship 4. And a more smoke. It got crazy out there, especially towards the end with you and the Aviator. Go me through it. Take me through it.
Yeah. I think I had a better car. I think he knew it, so he was trying to protect the bottom. He blocked me a couple of times. I didn't want him to block me again, so I bumped him a little bit, sent him up the track, and got to battling with Jose a little bit, and he kind of repaid the favor a little bit. It was a good battle. I think I had a better car, but these one race championships, it's tough to win just one race and call yourself a champion. And congratulations to Aviator for winning. It was a hell of a battle between him and me, and I got no hard feelings for him. I mean, it was a good race. It was a great finish.
I'll tell you what, it was a hell of a race between you two. I know me and Pete were loving every minute of it, even though we already got one lap off. We thought, yeah, it's one more lap, but, we do it every race. It don't matter. But, hey, man, would you like to throw any shout-outs out there?
Yeah, shout out to Kobe for keeping the league going, man. It's been a great season. Looking forward to next season. Haven't raced on NASCAR Heat 4 yet, but excited to get started on there and get these bad game out of the way. Sucks I didn't win the championship, but it's a good season. Well, pretty proud of what I accomplished this season. I got a great teammate in Poopy. Shout out to him. Sweeter from he had troubles at the beginning of the chase, but he stuck with it and finished out, and he practiced with us. Viper. He's getting better every year. Shout out to you guys for staying on and recording all the races and broadcasting, man. It takes a lot of time and effort, so appreciate that.
All right, man. I appreciate you. And Pete, why don't you go and do the honors getting the Aviator?
Actually, HD, I was going to kind of toss these honors. These guys keep thanking Koei for keeping the league running as smoothly as it has. I was going to say, Koei, why don't you go ahead and do the last interview and go ahead with the champion's presentation.
Don't yell at him now.
Oh, yeah, I need to go yell at everybody, right? No, I think it sounded like it, unfortunately, I had a top 10, which I was happy, but I could not see who was leading, but it sounded like it was a good battle up there. You guys all raced pretty clean up front, it seems like, and you all had a good season. Obviously, Amore, you had a really great season. I know it's a little disappointing not to win it all, but I mean, you had, what you have, over 9 wins this year?
I think I had 10, included the
10
chase.
wins. Yeah, I mean, you definitely the guy to beat. Aviator and Rose, Jose, you guys all had good seasons. I'm glad everyone came back, and appreciate everyone that's coming back next year. And Aviator, congratulations on the win, man. The guy who said he couldn't do it. I guess you're trying to become the new Amore. I think that's going to be what I'm going to use next year to say I can never win. I also want to give a great shout out to Pete and HD for all your efforts and broadcast and everything. You guys did a hell of a job, and I really appreciate everything you did. You guys do great commentating, and you really make it fun for people to watch and listen to. And I'm hoping you guys will be back next year.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to Daytona. We were talking about that before. Can't wait. I think, what is it, you wanted to kick things off with the duels or whatever on October 17th? Is that date firm or?
November 7th will be the Daytona 500. We still have to figure what we're going to do for the Clash and all that stuff. Do it the week before, or maybe on a weekend. I don't know. But I'm hoping to kick the season off November 7th.
All right. Well, Aviator, definitely, congrats on a great season. The 2019 NNR Championship, you pulled it out. You and Amore fought hard those last, 10, 15 laps. You kept it clean. You kept it green. Tell us about it, buddy.
Hell yeah, man. That was fun. I definitely did not have anywhere near the strongest car. Smoke was totally right. He was way faster than me, so I had to use my huge stock car as a tank for a bit. But, man, had to drive through the field after Poop moved me up into the wall, and then Ingels put me on the apron. He was a little bit all over the place today, but it's all right. See you next season. Get it back, I guess. But, yeah, drove up, caught these guys. Final Four kind of stayed up front the whole time, so we were just battling the whole time. I figured Rose would be the one I was battling, but he got screwed on pit road. And then, as I went on, I got the fastest pit stop I've ever seen in my life. David Reagan's picker was crazy. But, yeah, came out in front, and like I said, used it as a tank to go home.
All right. Well, 2019 NNR Championship to the Aviator. Any shout-outs?
Shout out to you guys doing this every week. These races be hella boring sometimes. Jeez, I don't know how you do it. Shout out to Coey. Awesome league. 3rd year, finally get it done. Shout out to my team. I wouldn't be here without them this season. Like Kansas. It was all roads who got me up there pretty much. Talladega, the team working together, getting it done. That's about it.
Yeah, speaking
All
of
right,
that for
HT.
Aviator, I mean, Aviator was already, basically almost out of it.
Yeah.
Was that the second round Aviator?
Yeah.
Yeah, missed a race and, basically out of it, and came back, got the following week, got the win, and comes back and wins the championship. Hell of a story there.
Oh, yeah. I actually said something about that when there was about 10 laps or so to go. And, yeah, he was able to pull it through, got the W when it really counted, and here he is, wrapping it up with the championship.
Yeah. Awesome finish.
HD, all you, sir.
All right, man. Can't go without thinking the man of the hour, the man in the booth, Carol. Carol!
Don't.
Nah, man. But hey, that was a good race tonight. A lot of clean racing. It was a great way to end the 2019 season here in NNR. And I tell you what, man, there wasn't a lot of blown head gaskets tonight, but the 12 car definitely ran a good race, and can't wait to see you guys on Heat 4. Can't wait to call those races. And until next time, see you guys on track.